Hello everyone, and welcome to another Patreon-exclusive episode of No Rolls Barred Plays Blood on the Clock Tower. I'm Ken, and we are joined by Adam.
Hello.
Holly.
Hello.
Brooke.
Hey.
Dom.
Hello.
Mara.
Hello.
Dan.
Hello, hi.
Tom.
Hi, hello.
Tempest.
Hello.
John.
Hello.
Sullivan.
Hello.
And joining us is our special guest storyteller from the Pandemonium Institute, Daddy Ben.
Morning.
Yeah.
Those are our players. Or are they? This is a very special episode for me because you might not know, but exactly 1 year ago today, I played my first ever game of Blood on the Clock Tower on this channel. And it was a wonderful game. I didn't know the rules, got to Final 3, and I cost the good team a victory, robbing them from a mayor win. And guess what? I am the mayor now, and you are all my subjects, for we are playing my own homebrew script where I have designed all the characters based on the cast members of No Rolls Barred. Anyway, enjoy your sleep. This may be the last night you truly feel like yourselves, because tomorrow there's no telling who you might wake up as. Could be Dom Allen, who knows?
We're in the lottery of life, guys.
Anyone with that?
Okay, so Ken, let's go around the circle and we'll look at each player's character and the bluffs. So please kick us off with Tempest, who is the John Gracie.
The John Gracie, yes, it's a role very fit for his unraveling. So the role says, when the demon dies, you might become evil and the demon, and then the demon learns who you are. Each night, the demon might die instead of another player. It basically is an outsider that could end up being the Scarlet Woman and just turn into the demon at any point of the game, whether it's via the demon being executed or the demon has been forced to star pass by the storyteller and pass it on to the John Gracie. It's a fun role that's kind of always been in the game since the start, but this is the final version of it where I think it kind of just about captures what it's like to be John Gracie.
Okay, up next we've got Sullivan, who is the Lorry.
The Lorry is sort of like, it's almost an extra 50-50 that's added to the end of the game because it activates even when in death. It's if the demon dies by execution, ending the game, you secretly choose an opposing player even when dead. All players choose which of these two players win. It might feel very powerful to have an extra 50-50, but I actually think it will be quite hard for them to pick the viable player to go up against and also hide as the minion after the demon has been killed, because usually the demon and the minion will be tied together in some way. So it'll be interesting to see how Sullivan plays this.
And that ability goes off even if Sullivan's dead.
Yes, so it'll be interesting to see like how much he can hide.
I mean, he can just be total chaos, right? Or, well, if he wants to be, because he's got an ability regardless, I suppose. But if he does do that, he probably won't win.
Exactly. If he outs as evil, then it's an interesting role because, yeah, if he outs as evil, then he probably lose that 50-50.
Okay, up next we've got Brooke, who is this game's Terry.
Terry is a role that when everyone draws it, they say, I think this is weak. It's each day you ask the demon a question via the storyteller, and they must reply with at least 10 words. And usually people think this isn't useful, it's not mechanical info, but it has solved so many games because you get down to a situation where they will just go, I don't think that player would write that as the demon, and it would just clear someone from being the demon or vice versa.
Okay, this is a fun one. And we haven't orchestrated this. Adam is the Adam.
Adam is the Adam. Each night, choose a player. They die like any demon, but one good and one evil player starts blind, which means they don't know their character, they don't know their alignment, they only receive info. They were to receive info in the same way anyone would receive info. It's based on the idea of blind games and how they run those. So they would, if they were a Luke, they would wake up and be asked to choose a player, but they won't really know why. And the trick here is that Adam will know who both players are, they'll know both their characters, and the evil player will think they have a good ability. So we'll wake the evil player up and treat them like a townsfolk as well.
Okay. Up next, we've got Dan as himself.
Dan, each day, one alive player may publicly eat cake. You learn who they are at night. So anyone can say, I publicly eat cake once per day. If Dan is not in play, though, something bad might happen to the player who eats cake. So that could be a poisoning, it could be an extra death, it could be they turn into an outsider. There's all sorts of things that could happen, and we'll just see what chaos comes from that.
And it's specifically if that player's not in play. So if Dan is dead, nothing bad still will happen. But if Dan changes character, right? That's
right. It's a mechanic that only happens if Dan is not, the Dan token is not on the board.
Okay. Up next, we've got Mara as Sullivan.
Sullivan. If you die by execution and a demon nominated you, good wins. It's sort of a trapping mechanism to try and get the demon to nominate them. And it can also work quite strong that if you do get executed by someone who's not the demon, they're sort of cleared from being the demon. So that works both ways. If you are chosen at night, someone else might be chosen instead. This works similarly to the mayor, that someone else might die instead, but also works for the Dom turning evil ability, and it does work a bit for townsfolk as well. Townsfolk, they could cause misinfo because this is a very powerful role that townsfolk might accidentally choose someone instead and not know.
Another double up, we've got Tom as Tom.
Oh, how did this happen? I just noticed that one. Those are...
No one's going to believe this is random.
Yeah.
In fact, no, we filmed us randomizing it though. I have evidence on my hard drive if you want to see it. Okay, let's find out.
Amazing. I can't. 3 players out of 10. That's high. Tom is one of my favorite abilities because they get to invent an ability. Once per game during a day, you may visit the storyteller and invent an ability for yourself. You might receive a balanced version. So they will always get some ability, but we might decide it's too powerful or even too weak.
Do we tell them the revised balanced version?
No, that's part of the balance, is that they will never truly know exactly how balanced it is.
I suppose if someone picks something that really is very balanced, a very timid ability, would you still alter it, or would you just let them have their
Probably let
already
them
balanced
just
ability?
have it, yeah. I think I'd just let them have it.
Okay, yeah, let them have it. Sounds like you're going to punch him. Okay, so Dom is this game's Tilly.
Yeah, this is one of the newest characters. Once per game at night, choose an alive player. If they are not the demon, they become an outsider sometime tonight. So this is basically adding to what can cause a lot of outsider change in the script. There are a few characters which interact with turning into outsiders, and this is quite an interesting puzzle because they could try and hit a minion. They just could try and find a townsfolk who's already used their power and decide actually turning them into an outsider is worth the confirmation that I am the Tilly. So there's a few different ways to play it. And obviously they could hit the demon and the demon won't turn into an outsider. And that could be quite an interesting way to catch the demon out.
And what if they choose someone who's already an outsider? Presumably we might turn... we must turn that person into an outsider, right? So
we might turn them
outsider.
into a different one.
Oh, we might. Okay.
Might do. I probably generally wouldn't because I think that would be too strong.
Fair enough. And interestingly, if Dom as Tilly picks a minion, we've then got a good, an evil outsider.
An evil outsider, that's right. And all the outsiders aren't. Some of them are quite good to have on the evil team, but some of them don't do that much.
Okay. So we've got our first blind player. John does not know this yet. But John is the Tempest.
That's right. The Tempest. This is the only ability which has started. It was in the first version of this script and has not been changed once. This was the one which, from the get-go, I thought, wow, this ability just works. It's that you start knowing something about one of your alive neighbors. So you would learn on night 1 something about. John would learn something about Holly or Dom and not know which. He would just learn some information about the player, and then the next night this will pass on. Each night you learn something about an alive neighbor of the previously seen player. So if he saw something about Holly, he would then see something about either Tempest or himself, and that could pass back and forth either way.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, our second blind player, Holly, is the Holly.
That's right. Holly is also, although we kind of slightly engineered that, but Holly is our blind Holly. This Holly has caused so many issues in the game, and it started very strong, and now it's been balanced. But once per game during the day, you may publicly guess every player's character. So you say, "I'm the Holly. I'm guessing Tempest as the X, Sullivan as the X." It's kind of like the juggler. If all good players are correct, your team wins tonight. Now, it used to win straight away, and actually it was too powerful. But the fact that you do have to wait a night for it to go off means that it now has just about become balanced. But we've had a lot of Holly wins in the past, and it's quite exciting for the players.
What's stopping the good team from simply executing the Holly to stop the victory?
Nothing, and that's part of the balance. Is that
so they've
that
kind of
is
got to
their
wait till
counterpart.
final 3 basically to use it. Yeah.
No, it doesn't work in Final 3 because it's your team wins tonight. So this was the issue. There was not much counterplay to it, and actually it was too powerful to have it in Final 3 because basically no one ever claimed anything ever. Now I think the counterplay is you would execute them, but you are wasting a kill on a minion when you're trying to kill the demon, and there's a lot of shenanigans that could still happen.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, well, let's quickly go over our bluffs and then we'll kick off. So we've given the demon Pete.
Once per game at night, choose a number. The demon chooses that many alive players. You learn how many are evil. Quite a fun mechanic that the demon gets some choice in what information they're giving out. Yeah, we'll see how they bluff this because it's quite a powerful character either way.
And Angela,
each night choose an evil character, but a demon only once. You learn they are one of 2 players, kind of like a rolling investigator, but they can also decide if they know which demon is in play to try and go for the demon.
What if they choose a character that isn't in play?
They will learn nothing.
Okay, so they will actually learn that character is not in play, which itself is
very
powerful, perhaps more powerful than a 1 of 2.
Yes, it can be very powerful, but yes, Angela is definitely a high priority kill because the longer the game goes on, the more they'll start to whittle down what evil characters are in play.
And lastly, we've got Elliot.
Quite a simple character. This one, each night you learn a player who is a different alignment to a player who died by execution today. Quite an interesting balancing mechanic because if you execute a good player, you would learn an evil player, and vice versa. Of course, you're not ever entirely sure which, but yeah, a very straightforward role and should be an okay one for them to bluff.
Okay, let's kick this off.
Hello.
Am I correct that you were disconnected when the characters went out?
I was disconnected when the characters went out.
Well,
oh no.
we swear to God we haven't orchestrated this because it would force us to have a fabled in play if we'd assigned characters. So, Adam, you're the Adam.
No, yeah, am I really? Yay! My narcissism was well placed.
Yes.
Oh, fabulous. Oh my God. We were talking about the Adam before we started filming and he sounded like the bomb.com. I'm so excited.
Very much up your street.
Right. What do I do? Who do I
So first of all, your minions are Holly and Sullivan.
Oh, it's going to be the best game or the worst game of my life.
And your 3 bluffs are Pete, Angela, and Elliot.
Pete, Angela, and Elliot. Thank you.
They're all pretty strong ones, so have fun with them.
Yes, I will. Oh, I've encountered a Pete before in the wild.
Oh, yes.
He's super effective.
So, your blind players are John and Holly.
John and Holly. Oh, I get to recruit John.
And presumably we tell Adam which is which in terms of the characters.
Yes, we do.
So John is blind playing Tempest.
Right, John is blind playing Tempest. Thank you very, very much.
And again, swear to God we haven't orchestrated this, Holly is blind playing Holly.
Amazing. Oh, I'm so happy.
Good morning, Sullivan.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. You sound like you're in a wind tunnel.
Ooh. I'm on my professional microphone, so I don't understand how that's the case.
That's great.
Okay, good.
So, Sullivan, your fellow minion is Holly.
Okay, great.
Your demon is Adam.
Great. Good stuff.
I know, right? The dream team. Do you have any questions about your ability while we're here?
So I can die, right?
Yes.
That's fine. Okay, great. I mean, that's lovely. And then I choose. Yeah, I'll just choose a good player, and then so when they die, if the demon dies by execution, I secretly choose an opposing player even when dead. All players choose which of these two players win. So is that between the demon and the player I've chosen?
No, you and the player you've chosen.
Yeah, you. So
Oh,
you need
me
to.
and the chair.
Yeah, you can't just go
I see.
crazy evil chaos. You need to remain a degree of respectability, or you're going to struggle. Because in actuality, it's a useful ability, but it could actually shaft you if you're less trusted than everybody else in the circle. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. Oh, God. So yeah, demon is Adam, minion is Holly. Cool. Lovely.
Okay, good luck.
Great. Thank you very much.
We might as well head over to Holly now, right? We're not going to actually tell her that she's a minion or anything.
No.
But we're just going to explain why she hasn't received a token.
Yes, and then we'll do John. That sounds great.
Is there Rosie stuff that we should be doing on night one?
Yeah, Rosie does act first, I think.
Okay, so we should go see Rosie. So we're going to show Holly 3 townsfolk tokens. And she's essentially going to be drunk, right? These could be any 3 townsfolk.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not really the Rosie.
Yes, and they can be any townsfolk anyway, so that's fine.
Shall we take two bluffs and someone who's actually in play?
Oh, that'll be fun.
What about Angela, Elliot, Dan?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Hello.
So, you get Pete, Angela, Dan.
One
Please
sec.
select
I
one.
haven't got a token.
Oh, we know about that, Holly. That's
Oh
by
no!
design.
Oh god! Oh jeez. Okay. So I don't get a token. One sec. And I get what?
You are shown Pete, Angela, and Dan, and motion to select one of them.
Pete, Angela, and Dan, and I've got to select one of them. Oh, Pete.
Okay,
Nice.
Pete it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Holly.
Oh god.
Okay, so we are actually visiting John next.
Yes.
And what should we tell
Ooh.
John? Because which way we go is going to be interesting. I'm almost tempted to go Holly first, because then we can jump over to John Gracie, who's the only outsider.
That's true.
And that might just be the info we give. Well, it probably won't actually, because of what Holly thinks she is. But yeah,
that's true.
I'm tempted to start with something like, "They're as confused as you are."
Oh.
What do you think to that? Is that decent, or is that a bit much?
Do you think they just work it out?
Possibly.
Maybe
I mean,
that's fine
to be honest,
to be in the
it is. So I guess the thing is, the Tempest ability is quite unique, right?
Yes.
It's not easy. It's going to be obvious unless we choose to make it not obvious. So,
Yes.
is there
Okay.
any information we can give a blind Tempest that
Oh
will...
no, I don't mean work out what they are. I was worried they would just work out they definitely know Holly is blind, so they know
okay.
they're immediately in that 50-50, which I'm happy with them knowing what character they are. I think
we could just go with they woke tonight, because both Dom and Holly are going to wake up tonight, but the order of information should inform. Oh, actually, Tilly's not going to. Dom's not going to wake up tonight.
Oh, that might be.
That's a good one then, right?
I think that's good. Yeah.
Let's get John in here.
tonight.
Good morning, John.
Hello.
So, tonight you awake and you learn they woke tonight.
What do you mean?
That's what you learn.
Oh, come on, am I blind?
Yes, you are.
Fucks. So that means, okay, all right, so there's either an Adam or a Daddy Ben.
That's right.
Is those the only characters that can cause blindness?
Yes, those are the only two.
And I might be evil if it's an Adam.
There's a 50-50 whether you're good or evil.
Fuck.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Quite a strange day today. Instead of the usual useful jobs in the town like washerwomen and librarians, everyone seems to be an entertainer. A clown. Doesn't make any sense. How does this economy even work? Who fixes the cars? You can't fix a car with bits. There's too many bits in this car. You awake and find the two dead bodies of myself and Ben. And on our bodies have been etched into our faces two massive grins. Definitely the work of some kind of joker. And on our torsos, written in blood, are the words, "Please donate to season 2 of the Kickstarter." That's right. This demon is doing it for clout. Find them and execute them. You have some time for private chats.
Carving that in must have taken ages.
R.I.P. Daddy Ken.
Oh,
Daddy
excellent.
Ken. Father Kenjamin, please. Father Kenjamin.
Ah, very good. Father Kenjamin.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I would say I don't know how helpful I'm going to be, but I don't know how helpful I'm going to be, but I'm good.
Okay. That is good to know.
That's all I'll tell you for today, but what about you?
I can say fairly similar.
Okay.
I do have some information.
Okay.
Not concrete information,
Okay.
but I have something pointing me in a particular direction. But I don't think I'd like to share it just yet.
So, I am either the Mara,
Okay.
the Dan,
Oh, okay.
or the Luke.
The Luke. Nice. I am either the Tom,
Mm-hmm.
the Sullivan,
Mm-hmm.
or the Terry. What is your dream role here, Dan?
My dream role?
Yeah, who do you want to be? You can be anybody.
Oh, that's a good... I mean, yeah, if I can be anybody, it's a good question.
Yeah.
I do like... I like to know stuff.
Yeah.
I like to have my little anchors. So it would be something like a Blair.
Yeah.
Or perhaps a Dan.
Mm-hmm. To be yourself. Yeah.
It'd be very affirming to be myself.
Yeah.
Just for once in my life.
I my worst fear is like finding myself in this script and then having to defeat it. It's like this weird meta future version where I'm like I have to duke it up against the brook, you know?
Because yours is a baddie.
Yeah,
a baddon.
yeah. Whereas the
Unless
Dan
you
was
are.
kind of, no, but would you like anyone to eat cake? Are you feeling like eating cake yourself to employ your own mechanic?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm very tempted to.
Yeah.
If not because, you know, just to sort of establish whether or not it's there.
Yeah. I think you have to eat cake. I think you have to do
I have to be the one to eat cake.
Yeah.
Would you eat cake?
I would definitely eat cake. I'd eat cake all day long. I'm eating cake right now. You just can't see it.
Okay, here's my pitch. So I was thinking about what characters I've played before that I really enjoyed, and I really liked the cannibal.
Fun.
So this is my thinking, a kind of twist on the cannibal. Like the cannibal, only with players that die in the night. So I gain the ability of the first player who dies each night.
Okay.
As opposed to gaining the ability of the player who is executed. If that player is evil, I'm poisoned, just like the cannibal. And the bonus thing that I'm going to try my luck on here, this is some kind of Ouroboros thinking to keep the cycle going. If I am the first person killed in the night, another good player gains the Tom's ability.
Nice.
Interesting.
Okay. Keeping an endless cycle of Toms.
Nice. Okay.
Until the end of the game. That's my pitch.
That's a very narcissistic power, but I love it.
I got to stay and work.
Yeah.
Got to pay those bills.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Some version of you. Awesome.
I love it. Okay. Well, we should probably stay in here and
we'll
chat
discuss.
about this, right, Ken?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm out.
Okay, thank you. So this is perfect. I don't want to say too much, but there is this character that you've created here, Ken, is actually quite similar to a character that's coming up.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. So I've actually got quite a bit of experience dealing with this. I think that we should. I think that we should let Tom have his ability exactly as he says it, but every time someone else gains the Tom's ability, we should do something good for the evil team.
Okay.
So we should give the evil players a tiny bit more.
Yep.
So perhaps if Tom jumps to someone, then we make one of the minions into a poisoner on top of what their ability is. Or something like that.
Yes. Okay.
That's the pile more on the other side's method of balancing, as opposed to trim stuff off the Tom side. And it looks like we have a Brooke question already as well.
Oh, great!
What is the sexiest fish?
That's amazing. Okay, good.
Guess who I am? Who? I'm fucking me. Incredible. Yeah.
Oh, so good, so good, so good.
Guess who else? Guess who's the So you know who you are, right? Who are you?
I'm the lorry.
Ooh, okay. I'll ask you what that does in a second. But guess. So I know who the other two blind people are. The blind people are John and Holly, and the other minion's Holly, and she's playing Holly. Incredible! I don't know if you can see, but I'm doing the Sullivan punching the air celebration.
I'm doing it with you.
Oh yeah, do it with me. So here are the bluffs: Pete, Angela, and Elliot.
Great, lovely. What are you going to go for?
I think. Oh, well, Pete stays alive, and also Pete can die, so I don't mind doing the kind of once per game thing. And then if they really want to kill me, I can just die, and then we can do your little switcheroo, which would be nice.
I think I'm going to go for the Elliot then. In which case, then I'll I think that's a simpler one. I think that's simpler.
Yeah. We just need to make sure that one dead player is believed by everyone to be evil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daddy Ken and Daddy Ben are here. Quick question about the Angela. If you choose an evil character that's not in play, what happens?
You learn nothing.
You learn nothing.
So you just say nothing to tell you, basically, in the night. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, cool. So actually, that might be useful then. Maybe I go for that instead. Then.
Yeah, and you can tell people that you've already learnt something. You've learned that a certain person isn't in play, because we've got the Holly, the Laurie, and the Adam. So you could just say go with minions first, because you can only guess a demon once.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll say the Holly isn't in play.
Lovely. If you are going to be the Angela at some point, I think because blindness will come out, someone is going to ask you to guess Adam. So who the Adam is.
Lovely.
So at that point, depending on how far into the game that we are, you might just have to tell the truth about me, because we need to just make sure that you are as dyed in the wool babyface as we can.
Absolutely.
The whole game comes down less about making me seem good. The whole game is making you seem good. So at some point, someone's going to definitely ask you to guess Adam, and at which point, you know what? If we've got sus on someone else, out me and I'll die.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Amazing. Amazing. Brilliant.
I'm going to go talk to someone else.
Oh, stick around for a sec, Adam.
Oh,
sure.
You can go, Sully. You can
okay,
bounce.
great.
So the Terry would like to know, what is the sexiest fish?
What is the sexiest fish?
10 words or less.
In 10 words or less.
Sorry, no. 10 words or more, even.
10 words or more? Okay. I would say that the sexiest fish is a cod, because everyone wants a taste, so much so that they are dangerously over-farmed.
Oh my god. Okay. That's very... I mean, actually, that's a pretty good answer, I think.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
I'm either Luke, Pete, or Tom.
Okay. Let me
All fine gentlemen.
Let me have a look.
Basically, what I will say is, I have no information yet.
Okay. I'm either the Tempest, the Angela, or the Mara.
Oh!
It's always fun when you hear your name, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, ooh, my
On
name.
a list of characters.
Well, that's my name. Ooh.
It's the same name as you.
It's me. Well, I am not the John Gracie. I'll tell you that for free.
I mean, you wouldn't tell me if you were.
No, because I'd be
Character's absolutely unhinged.
Yes, unlike the man.
Unlike the calm, collected man.
Can I trust you today or not?
Yeah, you can trust me.
That's a relief.
But I will say I'm also doing okay today.
Okay.
I am a good bean, but I'm not the most useful good bean that has been.
Can you tell me, in rank order, what number useful bean you are? If you're not the most useful, if you're not number one useful, what number useful are you?
Okay. How many beans should there be? So there should be 7 townsfolk and 0 outsiders. I would say, I reckon I am. Let me just check my whole description again. 1 sec.
Well, so we've got what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 13 potential townsfolk. Of these 30 potential townsfolk, how would you rank your usefulness?
Well, only of all 13 that are on the script.
Yeah. That'll help me figure out who you are a bit.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. I would say that I'm about 11 out of 12.
Okay,
13,
so you feel like
was.
you're one of the least useful townsfolk.
Yes,
okay.
I do. What about you? Tell me about you.
What would you like to know about me?
Are you good?
What would you do with that information if I gave it to you?
If you were good, I would probably think that you were good for the game. If you told me you were evil, I'd probably be quite sure that you were evil. Yeah. Are you in
okay.
that kind of thing?
In which case, I'm good.
Did you get info? Have you had info?
I suppose I can tell you that. I haven't had info yet.
Haven't had info. Okay. Sweet. Nice. Thank you.
What about you? Do you get info? Have you had info?
I'm not sure if it counts as info, but I have been woken up to use my ability.
How are you doing?
I'm good, Lilbert. How are you?
I'm great. I'm having a lovely time. I think I'm going to have some cake at some point because I've been hungry. And I know it's the morning, but it's allowed because of evil. Yes.
Oh, I might have a cake.
You might have a cake? Well, what if I wanted cake first?
It's just one alive player may publicly eat cake. Okay, cool.
Well, I guess multiple can have cake, but then you got a cake. It's a classic like cakes all the way down. Paradox of choice. You know, like when you go into like a pastry shop and you're like, is it Claire? Is it cake? I don't know. What is the absolute value of pastry? It's unclear.
These are all great questions.
Tell me something about yourself, Sullivan.
I'm feeling cool and lovely and nice, and I certainly feel like one of you or Angela.
Like one of me or Angela. So you're either the Brooke or the Angela.
Yes.
Oh no!
Why?
That can't be right. Because if you're the Brooke, then you're a baddie. Oh no.
Oh.
What if you are me?
I didn't know what the brook is. Okay, I'm the Angela. Fine.
You're the Angela. No, you can't be the Angela. That was purely a guess.
No, it's 100% true.
No. Are you serious?
It's 100% true. You got me.
No. Are you can't be shitting me. If you are anything else, you have to tell me. But are you genuinely the Angela?
I am the Angela. And I didn't know that the brook was evil because I haven't looked at the evils. So no, I'm the Angela. So Brooke was like, "Are you feeling like me? Are you feeling like Angela? Tell me." And I was like, "Well, I feel like one of you two, not realizing that the Brooke is evil." and then she's like, "Well, the Brooke's evil. So are you the Angela?" And I was like, "Yes, I am the Angela. So yes, I am the Angela Brooke. Yeah. Don't tell anyone, please, Brooke." Would you like my information? I may as well tell you.
Well, yeah, now I do. Oh my god, either that or you're me swindling me, which is one of those like Kermit in the mirror with evil Kermit kind of situations that I don't know what is going on.
Such a good reference.
If you haven't seen that, then it's probably nothing. But
no, I think enough people have seen that. Definitely.
Kermit and evil Kermit.
That's so good. Just you and evil Brooke.
One with a hood. It has felt. Dear God. So what is your information?
So last night, I guessed that there was a Holly in play, and I got nothing basically because if you guess an evil character and they're not in play, then you just learn nothing.
Do you want to? I know some information either about you. God, I've given away the whole thing. I'm either.
Are you Ollie? Are you Ollie?
I'm either Ollie, Tempest, or Angela. How about that? Do you want to tell me any info about you?
Sure. I am. What to tell you? I mean, I have a. Oh, can I tell you that? Let me see.
I don't know. I mean, who knows with this game?
I have a once per game ability. How's that?
Okay.
For?
Have you chatted to anyone, or was that literally the first?
No.
This is the first conversation.
No. I happened to look at the screen and realise people were talking, and I was like, "Oh, I can't hear anything." I really hope I wasn't like for that video, just like, picking my nose or something.
Furious the whole time.
Yeah, well,
just angrily wanking.
Well, I mean, it's possible.
Anything's possible.
Check the tapes. Editor,
this must never go out.
Editor, please check the tapes. Censor me or something.
I can't remember if I was wanking or not.
Blur me. Well, hang on. You found out. So you knew something about me besides the wanking. What was it?
Well, if I tell you that, I'll give away exactly the role I am. But I learned something about. I suppose I could tell you.
I mean, you can tell me. I'm good, but I'm not that. I'm probably not that useful.
Yeah, I don't know. I know so little about the meta. All right, basically, I'm the Tempest, and I only learned that either you or Holly woke up tonight, as in last night.
Oh, okay.
Which fits with, I think, what you've said, based on, who do you say? Pete?
Yeah.
Pete would get once per game at night, so they'd wake you, I guess, to learn that. Tom as well, Luke as well, and then what was the other one? Tilly. Does Tilly get to act on the first night?
I trust you, John. I trust
Tilly
you.
doesn't, so you can't be Tilly. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I am Tilly.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have woken at night?
No.
If you're the Pete, it would be very useful for me to know.
I am not the Pete.
Okay, no problem. Cool.
And I presume you have reason to want to know that, but I'm either the Luke or the Tom.
Okay, no problem.
Or I'm something else entirely.
Do you want 3 from me?
Or
2 even?
3 would be fine.
3's fine. Okay, I'll give you. Let me have a little look. I could be the Terry.
Terry.
I could be the Blair.
Blair.
Or I could be the Rosie.
Rosie.
Yeah.
I think you might be the Rosie who drunk the Pete last night.
Oh, do you? Oh,
yeah.
I mean, that might not be the case, but okay.
But
it's good deduction.
Yeah. Good deduction, but I won't spread that around town.
Yeah.
Because I'm, eternally scared of the U.
Yes, me too.
You've been
yeah.
nerfed slightly.
Only
from
slightly.
From earlier
Not been nerfed
versions,
enough.
but still terrifying. Still terrifying.
I think I've played this script. I mean, I absolutely love this script. I think it's one of my favourite scripts to play, full stop. I think I've played it about 7 or 8 times now, and I have lost to a Holly 4 times.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Anyone come in? That's a long time for me to be all by myself. This bit is... Hey, he's not on his own anymore.
Hey, Dan.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Do you want to have a chat? Hello. Would you like me to
you're
lie
right.
to you on the first day again?
Yeah, go on then.
All right. I'm not going to do that. I can help you with a clue about who I am.
Oh, can you? Okay.
I am frequently portrayed on the channel as having a different accent than I actually have.
That could be any of us.
There's your clue. That's your clue about me.
Okay. Right.
Give me a strictly NRB lore-based clue.
Oh no. I am frequently referred to on the channel as part of a unit.
I see. Ooh. So you're like in a stable?
Sort of.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'd just quite to I want to do this bit with a lot of people, you see.
That's fair. No, you go ahead and do the bit with other people. I think that one, I'm just going to spend some time getting used to that. I've chatted to Brooke, and Brooke is currently chatting to Sullivan. Brooke seems on the level to me.
She's not doing her evil old woman voice.
No. Oh, is that a clue?
That's a...
Well,
well, I'm not saying nothing.
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, all right, you have to guess. And if you guess right, I'll tell you.
No. Oh, go on, just tell me. Go
No!
on.
Oh.
I told you mine.
Well, because it was an accident.
We're in a circle of trust.
Circle of trust. Okay, circle of trust. All right, here we go. All right, I'm the Terry, and I've asked about something. What should I ask as the Terry? What would you ask?
Each day, you ask the demon a question, and they must reply with at least 10 words.
Yes. So the question I asked was, what is the sexiest fish? And the response that I got...
Brooke! 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 That's not the kind of question you're going to be asking.
Well, they said it could be anything, so I asked that.
What is the sexiest fish?
But no, here's the response that they gave, and you can help me figure out who it is.
What was the response?
Okay, I would say the sexiest fish is a cod, because everyone wants a taste, so much so that they are dangerously overfarmed. So who would say that?
Oh, could be... Feels like John or Tom.
John, that's what I was thinking. It was either John or Tom.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question? It's the only thing I'm ever going to need to know from you.
Of course.
What's your role and what do you know so far?
For the sake of people's safety, I don't think I'll reveal what my role is just yet, because I don't think that would be advantageous. I can say that I have a bit of information, just based off of things I've been able to deduce, but none of that. I'm not someone who was woken up in the night other than just to, be asked if I have any questions about how my role works.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to level with you, Tempest. I'm a little bit suspicious of you. Just until I can figure out how you can have learnt something without the storytellers giving you information this early in the game has left me a little bit suspicious.
Well, okay, fine. I will tell you, Tom, and no one else. You'll be the only person, because I am an outsider. which means
Okay.
that the information that I've been able to gather is that there is either a Holly or a Dom in play.
Of course.
That's my only bit of information.
I can't tell you any more about myself, but in return for what you've done, what you've shared, I am going to try to keep you alive until I have reason to think you might be lying. So I'm going to take you at your word for now, and I'm going to try and keep you alive until...
That totally
Seems like
sounds
you-
good to me.
I have some info, which
yeah?
I think can corroborate you, basically.
Okay.
I'm a character who learns about my neighbours,
Okay.
and how do I play this? Did you question?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you don't want to answer this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you wake in the night?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I may as well tell you who I am.
Okay. You sound like a
I'm-
Tempest.
I'm Tempest,
Yeah.
and as far as I'm aware, chatting to my other neighbour, they didn't, which
Okay.
means you did,
Yeah, I did.
because the information I got was they woke tonight.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I did wake up tonight.
So, which is really good because it means next night I can learn something about the real Tempest.
The real Tempest. Or
'Cause-
yourself. You might get information about yourself.
Who art you, Oliver?
I don't know. I don't want to tell you for now.
Go on. Go on.
I'm
Don't
not
meta
that,
it.
I will say I'm not that useful.
Go on, just tell me.
But they're I don't know. I don't want to say.
But I'm
Go on.
Tempest. I'm your lovely
So?
boyfriend. Tell me everything.
Oh god.
I love
in
you,
that
Holly.
case-
Let's go.
This is weird.
Canadian.
You do
I love
sound like
you.
Tempest. That's
Oh,
right.
I love
do
you even
sound-
more if you tell me your role.
Oh god damn it! You got me there. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm the Rosie.
What?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait, are you not Tempest?
Yes,
Oh,
I am.
fuck.
I just can't believe you told me.
Yeah.
I didn't think that peer pressure was going to work.
Yeah, you're the only person I've told, John. But I
Great.
would really there's reasons basically to kill me based off that. There's also reasons not to kill me based off that.
I think don't kill you.
Yeah, but I'd also really appreciate it, John, because you're the only person I've told.
Yeah.
If you keep that to yourself in case there is a Holly in play, because we've never done this right. We've always said
Oh shit! I keep
roles.
forgetting about the Holly.
Spill the beans.
I'm going to give you the same clue I've given to Sullivan and Dan. Those are the people I've spoken to today. I'm going to
Okay.
give you strictly a clue based on NRB lore, and I expect the
Oh.
same from you.
You know I don't watch that stuff.
I am a character who is frequently portrayed on the channel with an accent that they don't have.
Oh. So you're Terry.
I'm not saying nothing.
Oh, or you're Brooke.
Also possible. Is yours just going to be, this person's a cunt?
No. Mine's a delightful, upbeat, keen bean.
Delightful, upbeat,
I've said too much.
keen bean. Right, who could you possibly fucking be?
Yeah. Unless I'm lying.
Are you Blair?
No.
All right.
No.
And if you're being sarcastic, then you're Tilly or Tom.
Tilly or Tom. Yeah, I could be Tilly or Tom.
Tell me who you are and everything you know.
I currently have no secrets, nor do I have anything particularly heavy weighing on me, but I would be very happy to do a little 3 for 3.
A 3 for 3, huh?
Yeah.
I am either the Tom,
Yeah.
the Dan, or the Tempest.
Interesting. If you were the Tom, what would you do as your power?
If I was the Tom, what would I do as my power? I find the Tom a very intimidating potential role.
Right.
Because I feel like creating a power out of the blue feels like something that really, really experienced Clock Tower players would be good at. And I might make a bit of a balls up of. So I would have a long, hard think about it.
It's
for sure.
difficult. When I played it, I said if I were to die, basically whoever killed me first, if I was executed and a good team killed me, I'd stay good. But if an evil player, if I got killed by the demon, I'd turn evil. So I'd win on their side. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh. Did they give you it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
lovely.
quite fun. I lost, but it was quite a one. Okay, I'll give you my 3 just in case we get pulled back into town. my three are either the Mara, the Dan, or the Luke.
Let's say you're the Mara. What have you learnt so far?
I have learnt nothing. I'm not the Mara.
Okay, that's wounded down.
He's crumbled. He's just crumbled.
Well, a crumble is a kind of cake, right? So you must be the Dan.
Well, it could be. Could still be the Luke.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
That's good. I'm doing okay.
Sweet. I hope I'm about to change your mood for the better.
Oh, yeah.
You're part of my team, my darling.
Are you the demon?
I am the Adam, and you are the Holly. And I don't care if you don't believe me, it's the fucking truth, and I fucking love it.
All right, that's fine. I've got it. Thank you. I'm going to play for you. That's all right. I've already told a couple people on the Rosie, which is what it was made to feel like I was.
Great.
I already have a couple roles. Sweet.
Nice. I can tell you that
Nice.
John is the Tempest.
Yes, that's what I've got too.
Sullivan is the Lorry.
Mm-hmm.
And your bluffs, so these characters are not in play, which is super useful for the Holly, is Pete, Angela, and Elliot.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, please
We're
return
just
to the town
proud.
square. Well, we're already here. We're early.
Yeah, we're just early as the day is here. Nope, that's not the sentence.
But that's not. It's not even.
No, just a
Early
couple
as. Is that a phrase? Early as something?
early as a couple of cocks. I don't know.
What?
There's a couple of cocks. You know, the
What
old
did I
phrase.
just come back to?
Early
Joined
as
at the
a
right
couple of
time.
cocks.
Yeah, early as a couple of cocks. That's the expression.
We're as early as a
Sorry,
couple
what
of
did we
cocks.
walk back in on?
Early as a couple of cocks.
I'm sorry.
The common phrase, early as a couple of cocks.
I'm sorry.
I'm as late as a baked potato.
Well, there are 10 of you alive. 5 is the number required. Nominations are open.
Just a reminder as well, this has happened to me so many times now, it happened to many of us recently. If Holly is in play, please be sketchy about your characters. Please.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Too late. I've told loads of people.
I know, John.
And I've
stop.
told many people.
Yeah.
Do we have anything on the script which immediately loses us the game if we don't kill or nominate?
No.
Sweet.
Has anyone eaten cake?
Oh, I would like to eat some cake. I'm gonna have a lot
Oh
of
no.
cake.
Brooke
Well, there
eats
we go.
cake.
Yeah.
Brooks eating some cake?
Munch, munch.
Brooke eats cake.
Yum,
Oh,
yum, yum.
good cake.
I love it.
Let Brooke eat cake.
I just wanted to remind people that was a mechanic that exists.
Good shout.
I will say though, with demons like the Dom, we are gonna gradually be swamped if we don't kill quickly. So it might be worth just taking some shots in the dark. Just saying.
That's in the dark.
And if it's the Daddy Ben, like, what the fuck do we even do?
Nah,
Yeah.
there's no
The
chance.
thing is, like, how do you even work out you're in a Daddy Ben game? Do they have to give clues?
Yes, stuff will just
I guess
not make
the
sense.
things, the way the game breaks must be.
The
must be
main way the
increasingly
game,
obvious.
I'll say the main way the game breaks in that situation is there are not 3 evil players, and if the is simulating a 3 evil player game, and if you really believe there aren't 3 evil players, you know.
Yeah. If you trust the people that the Daddy Ben and the storytellers are trying to set up as evil, then that helps.
Who adds an outsider? Here's my question.
Oof.
The Dom does.
Yeah,
Dom
Dom
adds
adds
two
two.
outs.
Holly
outsiders.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. And also there's other characters that add outsiders during the game, so that's fun.
Oh no.
Delightful. Yeah.
Do we have any outsiders that want to come out?
No,
Is
but on
that
my
bad?
journeys, I've heard of a couple on my. I've heard of one on my journeys.
Really?
I've also heard of one. It's the only one you would have heard of.
Which is the outsider that would be happy to chat about?
The Rosie would definitely come out, but they don't necessarily want to, like, they want to find out if the person that they have drunk isn't in the game or is already spent or is already dead, and then they can die.
Yeah.
Yeah, the John Gracie definitely wouldn't, and the Puppet Sullivan I think can't, because if they admit who they are, then they're breaking madness.
Yeah, Ken will
essentially.
kill him. Ken will kill him.
Yeah, Ken will kill him, and then Patters. I don't know if Patters would either, really.
Because if they get killed in the night, they can get killed in the night and go off, which is...
Pattis might come out when on the stand, I suppose. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
slightly less kind of horrible goblin.
Yeah.
Or, that's how I've often described Paris.
Slightly less horrible goblin.
How nice.
That's so mean, Paris. I love you. I'm sorry.
He's so wonderful.
So lovely. I love him so much. I'm sorry.
Thanks for filling in on the stream at last minute sometimes, Patters.
You less horrible goblin.
Less horrible
I'd rather be
goblin.
a less horrible goblin.
Second call.
Before we nominate someone, I just want to clarify something about the Dan and the cake. So we've had one player so far who has publicly eaten cake. What happens when subsequent players eat cake on that same day?
Nothing. The mechanic only works for the first public player.
In which case, I'm going to eat a whole bunch of cake publicly right now.
We have, yeah.
Just for fun.
You go for it, Tom.
What cake are you eating, Tom?
Never you mind.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Okay.
that kind of cake.
Wow.
Sit the fuck down, John Gracie.
I want some literal
Bit
and
precious about his
metaphorical
cake.
flavour.
My cake choices are not content. You've got to keep something away from the fans.
I
I'm
disagree.
imagining-
I disagree. All cake is content.
What is the
Red
best
velvet's
cake?
best. Red velvet or cheese.
Red velvet's
No, no,
definitely
no,
up
no,
there.
no, no, no.
Cake.
Cheesecake.
Victoria
Ice
Sponge.
cream.
It's a simple classic.
Can I
Ice cream
nominate
pizza is very
Sullivan?
powerful.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Mara nominates Sullivan. Tell us why.
Oh.
Sorry, we were all
had
enjoying
enough.
cake chat, but I was aware that I think we were nearly on final call.
So just go for Sullivan, I guess.
And I know nothing about Sullivan. Sullivan, feel free to tell me anything about yourself or not. I don't. It's up to you. I don't necessarily think you should die.
Fair enough that you'd nominate me because we don't want to go today without at least going through some nominations. I'm a character you'd probably want to keep around, so be great if you didn't kill me. But I don't think this looks bad on Mara. This makes sense that you would do some nominations. But please don't kill me. I don't want to die.
I don't want to kill you.
Thank you, Mara.
5 is the number.
Also, red velvet is the best cake.
I agree with you on Red Velvet as well.
It's not. It's not.
Great cake.
It's absolutely. I think it's delicious.
Is
Too
Red Velvet just a
sweet.
chocolate cake? But
This
with-
town's legal
Depends.
system's mad.
Oh, and I know I want sweet
Big
cake.
bro.
Sweet.
Let's have a trial. Let's
No,
have a
like you
murder
can have
trial.
sweet cake
Just to
and then
practice.
Give me that
too
savoury
sweet
cake, thank you.
I had
Actually-
an olive oil cake the other day.
That's what I'm
and it was
talking
Can we
about.
have a two swans cake?
Two swans, me bro cake.
Final call.
We gotta.
Adam
God,
nominates
I feel like we should
Mara,
kill
I
someone.
guess.
Adam has nominated Mara. Tell us why.
Yeah, like I said, I think we should get a couple of nominations going. Evidently no one seems to have any sus going around, so I don't know how information gathery we currently already are, so it may be better to not kill anyone today. But Mara, I know nothing about you.
I don't have any information yet, but I will later in the game. It would suck if I died today.
Can I add some pertinent? I have heard from others that there may be a reason, there may be a way that Mara is evil.
Oh.
Oh,
Interesting.
Okay. 5 required.
works
We
for
see
me.
the evidence.
What a vague post.
From my mind.
Love a bit of vague booking.
Well,
There are lots of reasons why in this game I wouldn't want to say which characters are
Oh,
in
100%.
That's true.
With the double logic
let's
going out
pass
there.
it.
let's kill somebody.
Ah.
Come on.
Ah, well.
Thank you,
Falls
Dan.
on
My
I,
gut instinct. First of all, I forgot that the vote was happening. But then my other thing is more to do with I just feel like there's a lot of potential gathering information people on this script, and
that's
like
true.
let's not shoot ourselves in the foot by getting rid of people immediately. Like let's see how the kills go, and then tomorrow is
So
my.
in that sense,
Absolutely
we
Good,
should-
good point.
But I
you
do
don't
nominate
think we should
Adam.
kill anyone.
I don't think we should kill anybody.
Tell us why you have nominated Adam.
Just because this is what always happens the other way round. I have a chat with Adam. It seems to go really well, and then he nominates me.
I almost
So I thought
nominated
he'd
you,
taste
Dom.
of his own medicine.
I almost
Also,
nominated you.
He did. I know you did. He also gave me a clue that one of the potential interpretations of that vague clue is that he could be a minion, potentially. And he did admit that. He said, "Yeah, that would point to one of the minions."
Oh,
So,
right.
I
Sorry.
reckon.
I didn't
Let's
realise
get
that
him.
character was a minion. I've just checked the script.
He did do that to me too, but I will allow for it being not. It didn't give me minion energy. It meant
Don't believe this performance of I've only just checked the script, so it is a minion. He knows. he is it.
Adam, anything to add?
Hello. I'm not bad. I'm not that character, Dom. If that satisfies you, I'll narrow myself down to a 2 for 2. Yeah, like I said, I haven't gotten stuff yet, so that's all I'm willing to say at this point.
I love Dom's hand being firmly up.
Once it's up,
well, I'm doing
it doesn't come down.
But I'm doing it.
5 is the number.
5. Let's kill somebody.
I've got something to
I
say
don't
about
think we
Dom
should.
after this.
I want to kill someone.
I will.
You
tell
haven't got
something
anything to
about
say
Dom.
about me, Ollie.
I do. I do.
No, you haven't.
Oh, okay, well, I do.
3's not
If
enough.
you haven't got something to say, it's
Try and
probably
Dom.
bullshit.
The other
Come on, then, let's have
person,
it.
the other person in this potential evil ping, it's only potential, is Dom.
Well,
Well,
I'm not
so
evil.
you
You
wanna
can
kill
I
kill me
don't
if
really
you
want to go with whoever Dom's pointing at right now. It might be nothing,
wonder-
it might be something.
Holly, would you
You've got
mind
a nomination
saying
left.
whether or not this came from, like, this hunch or whatever came from a conversation?
I don't want to say yet.
You don't want to say
That's okay.
anything, okay? But you just want
I
to
would- I
throw
would-
you want to throw stuff and then just leave.
At 2 people, yeah. I want to throw
Yeah.
stuff at 2 people.
That's fine.
No, that makes
a couple of
that's totally
unfounded things just to bias everyone subtly. I know your game.
It's not subtle.
Let's see the receipts.
You're
that's
saying
true.
these two.
It's not
Let's
subtle.
see the receipts.
Call it 5.
I'm
4.
happy to not kill today. I just want
Has
to
anyone
point
nommed
out
Dom?
that. I haven't nommed Dom. I
Dom.
just was pointing
1.
out.
Yeah.
No executions today.
Cowards.
Everybody goes to sleep.
All right.
Yeah, wow. I mean,
We almost
that
had
was
a re-rack.
almost over. That was very close to being
I
over.
almost had a re-rack. I was so worried because I was gonna change the ability to the demon nominated you. They are executed instead.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad shout.
Which would continue the game in both the John Gracie and the Laurie conditions.
Yeah,
but I didn't.
It's not a bad idea. I feel like it might be worth considering having Angela, where it's each night choose an evil character. You learn they're one of 2 players, and if they're not in play, you're drunk, so you get lied to.
That was the original ability, and it was. It might be worth changing back. I remember at some stage Town were very underpowered with all these kind of caveats of getting wrong info and stuff. And actually, like, Town have a lot of mechanical power now, but there is a lot on this script that Evil get to counter it. So yeah, I might change it back if it turns out this is too
I mean, to
powerful.
be fair, this is my second time seeing it,
Yeah.
so you would know better than me.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting balancing game where Town, you can easily make Town too weak without realizing, and Town just end up in a lot of games where they're lost. Like if the wrong players are poisoned, if players die in the wrong times, and you just end up with games where Town have 0 info.
So I imagine I'm going to get some tasty info.
Yeah, so you learn Tempest, Sullivan, Dan, and must select one.
Sullivan. Dan. If I poison Dan, and Dan's in play, it means cake stops working and people could die at any time, right?
No, it's only if the Dan is not in play that could happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
What will happen is if the Dan is in play, we'll lie to them about what that player who ate cake's character is.
That's right.
Okay, all right then. I'll go for Dan.
Okay. Do you reckon she knows she's a minion?
Maybe.
I didn't see either of them tell her.
Oh no, Adam did tell her.
Oh, okay, right. Fair enough.
Yeah, whether she believes it or not will be interesting.
I guess we'll see. Let's see who wants to kill. Mr. Blampied.
Mr. Ben.
Mr. Ben, isn't that a
Mr.
cartoon
Ben.
character?
Yeah, you'd look good as Mr. Ben with a little top hat on.
I don't think I could fit a top hat over my head. I've only been able to go to Halloween parties as Predator or Medusa for nearly a decade.
Good options.
Yeah, pretty good options. Well, anyway, speaking of good options, who would you like to kill?
Dom, please.
Dom.
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
Get him. I think he's powerful. So I did speak to him. It may come back to bite me, but you know what? I'm fine dying because I don't mind. I'm happy.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Adam.
Bye.
That was a really good choice.
Yep. But
That's basically this script's version out.
yeah, although Night Cannibal will activate.
Night. Oh yes, Night Cannibal. Forgot about that. That is a brilliant name for like a mid-tier superhero.
As opposed to the day
You
cannibal
can eat
as
people,
well.
but only at night. Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, me.
Would you like to use your ability tonight?
Can I have a moment to see what that could refer to?
Yeah.
So once per game at night could be the Pete. So with the Ollie, right? It says on your first night. Is that distinct from the first night, or just my first night with that power?
I'm just going to eat toast while Ken answers this.
With those abilities, it would be your first night, so you would get to use it.
Okay, so if basically the Ollie had been executed, then this would be my first night as the Ollie.
Yes.
So it could be the but I have to choose. So it's would you like to use? So it could either be the Tilly or the Pete, or unpoisoned, or I was never the Tom in the first place.
That's right. All those are possible.
Or there's a fire.
Sorry, that was my.
I mean, that's actually happening right now. Okay. Yes, I would like to use my ability.
Yes. Choose an alive player.
I am going to choose. So currently, I have an outsider-ish claim, which I think is the Patters from Tempest. So I think the safest thing to do for the good team is not to create another outsider. So I am just going to pick Tempest, and I guess have a chat tomorrow with whoever was killed in the night to see if they were the Tilly.
Okay.
So just going to pick Tempest. A question about this. If Tempest is already an outsider, can you change what outsider they become as a result of the Tilly power?
You could, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm picking Tempest.
Okay, Tempest it is. Thank you, Tom. So we've got a decision to make now.
That's incredible, yeah. Yes.
I mean, that was very sound logic from Tom.
Yes.
His best move, without a doubt.
Yes. What do you think we should do here? If we change it, it confirms basically three-way confirmation, basically. Dom, Tom, Tempest would be in a kind of three-way confirmation.
Yeah, I think that Tom's ability is powerful enough already.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and also we don't want to take out the escape hatch for evil, I think.
Yeah. I think if it had chosen anyone else, I would have happily, especially a powerful townsfolk, but I think for now we leave Tempest as the John Gracie.
Yes, that sounds good.
Okay, so speaking of Tempest, we're now over to John.
God,
and we're gonna give him the information. They are John Gracie.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Hello, John.
Hello.
So, we're going to give you some information tonight.
Uh-huh.
And that information...
This is about... Oh, you can't tell me, actually. Go on.
Can't tell you.
I mean, I think you've got a strong belief of what your character is. Do you want to tell the audience what it is?
As far as I'm aware, having with limited understanding of this rule set, is that there's only one person who learns about neighbours without being asked a question, who's the townsfolk, which is Tempest.
Okay, so, John, your information for the second night is they are John Gracie.
They are John... Right, hold on, though. Now, hold on. Hold on a minute, you little rascals. Do you mean the role John Gracie or the person?
Well, John, therein lies the game.
No, that doesn't work, because I'm John Gracie.
That is all you're getting.
You can't do this.
We just did.
That's some fucking bullshit. No, I refuse. Tell me more.
I can't tell you more.
You must. So that means because Holly, if what I understand is true, Holly's information. I read Holly last night with my Tempest ability. She woke up. Therefore, I'm either getting Tempest, the real Tempest, or me.
God, it really hurts the brain, doesn't it?
I hate it. I hate this.
Just got to survive another night for some more context, I guess, then, John.
Boo Earns. Boo Earns to all of you. Benjamin Boo Earns. That's your real name. All right. I'm going to bed. Okay. Angrily. Bye.
Brooke ate cake. So Dan learns Terry, right?
That's right.
Okay. Hello, Dan.
Hi. How are you?
We're pretty good. How are you, Ken?
I'm well. I'm having fun. Are you having fun, Dan?
Oh, so far having a very quiet time. I've been very quiet the whole time.
Well, do you remember who ate cake yesterday?
I absolutely remember who it came. By the way, can I just tell you how affirming it is to get the token that is myself? It's very like I gossip that I am Luke of the whole situation.
Yeah.
Yes, Brooke was the first to eat cake.
Okay, well, assuming no shenanigans, you learn that that person is Terry.
Ah, okay. Oh God, what a roll. Okay, that's helpful.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You awake to find the dead body of Dom killed, and etched on his body says, "Please check out our sister channel, Parts Fun Note."
Oh, it's Tempest.
Hey, don't cast shade my way, but please check out our sister channel, Parts Fun.
Well, assuming the demon is choosing their kills, they've made a grave error.
Oh.
Tell us why.
You were pretty sus.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I'll reveal all in a
I don't
bit.
think you're sus anymore.
Well, no.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you still could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Very unlikely to kill a dead player. An evil player in this game.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to you, Dom, if you got a moment.
Yeah, sure. Let's chat. Tom.
Dom. So,
You killed me, did you?
I kind of did the opposite.
Oh.
Can you tell me what your role is now you're dead? Because I think I know.
Well, if you think you know, you should say, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Well, you could just say yes regardless of what I say.
But you could just say, I knew that, regardless of what I say.
Shall we do it on 3 then?
Great idea, yes.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll name it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Ready?
1,
2,
2, 3. Tilly.
Tilly, yes. Yes, I am Tilly. I was Tilly.
I feel like
Tilly's dead.
like you cheated there a bit.
Well, you can believe that if you wish, but no, I genuinely am Tilly.
Who did you use your power?
No, no, didn't seem prudent at this early stage. What were you? What was your thing?
I'm not ready to tell anybody yet.
Okay.
But what I can tell you is that my power led me to the Tilly roll for you.
I'm going to be bluffing quite hard that the demons made some sort of terrible error in killing me in the hope that they reveal something about themselves or make a mistake.
What role are you implying you might be by that bluff?
I think I'm going to keep it completely vague.
That's great. No, I'm up for that. That sounds great.
Because actually, this is a perfectly fine kill for the good team. It does. That's really all. You know.
You okay if I do back you up and say, "Oh yeah, they definitely made a mistake there"?
Yeah. No, do.
Sing for me, John. Sing.
I want to be the very best. I live in a Pokemon dungeon. Bum, bum, bum. I like sex swings and lots of stuff. I'm a Pokemon in a sex dungeon. I am the Tempest. And the information I have received is on night 1 was that someone woke up. And I checked with Dom, and if Dom's telling the truth, Dom didn't wake up. And Holly said that she did, which makes me think that she has indeed woken up. Which means that night 2, I get information from one of Holly's neighbours.
Right.
And the information is potentially very incriminating for you, Tempest. So I'm going to give you a chance to tell me who you are.
I mean, again, I'd rather not, but
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Incriminating how? Because I am a good player.
Mm-hmm.
And well, this is tough. Again, I'd really rather not be sharing who I am with too many people.
I know, because I think I know who you are.
I know it doesn't make sense for me to ask who do you think I am. Who do you think you are? I am.
Would you describe yourself as an outsider, Tempest?
Potentially.
I know who you are.
Who am I?
All right. I'm just going to lay it on the table because there is many worlds in which this isn't right. But I'm just going to follow. I'm going to tug on this thread and see what unravels, as is my wont. Probably be me. I was told last night that someone to either side of Holly was John Gracie.
Interesting.
Of course, I am either side of Holly, so they could be fucking with me, Tempest. They could be fucking with me because it's Ben and Ken. Hear him laughing away. They could be fucking with me, and it could just be me. As in, literally, John Gracie is sat next to Holly. The only possible scenario where this is confusing information is the one we are currently in. And it is quite delicious that I'm Tempest and you're John Gracie. So, for that reason, I think you're John Gracie, and I think we have to kill you. Have you got a raise on that?
I mean, not really.
Oh, mate.
I mean, it's fucking lame, and it kind of... I'm not going to do much else for the rest of the game in that case.
Oh, dear. I was expecting you to fight a bit more.
Well, I mean, you got it figured out, right? So, like...
There was until just now a big world where they were just messing with me, and the John Gracie was me.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
I love it. You're Tempest. I'm Tempest and you're John Gracie.
Yeah. And sure enough, I'm descending into madness over this game.
Yes, welcome.
Oh.
I'm feeling quite chill and Canadian.
Yeah? Oh, I'm not.
The system
sure.
works.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I've got reliable healthcare,
Mm-hmm.
good solid state funding, a lot of infrastructure. Feeling so Canadian.
Terrible sports teams, though.
I wouldn't
Hot
know.
dog.
I suppose I would.
Yeah, you
As
would
Tempest.
know.
As
Wouldn't you,
Tempest, I agree. Our sports teams suck.
Yeah, wrestling. You like wrestling.
I fucking love wrestling.
Big D.
Big D, favorite wrestler. It's
Yep.
just, it's great. It makes sense to me. I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yep. Pokemon. Love that too. You were singing
Yeah, I love Pokemon.
Song earlier. I guess that's where
Yeah,
you
you
got
heard
it
me
from.
singing my favorite Pokemon theme.
Yep.
I'm just, I don't want to out you. I think it's probably because you're my name. I feel a huge sense of loyalty towards you. So I'm gonna grapple with this, but I'm gonna talk to some other people.
I mean, you do what you gotta do. You know, I'll vibe with you. You know, there's every possibility that it could just become evil and be a threat to you eventually. But you've worked this out through your powers of intense deduction. Congratulations.
I've been told that you're the lorry, is that right?
Who told you this?
Adam did.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, he did.
Cool. Sweet. Nice. That's fine then.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Okay. I am the lorry, and I have been bluffing as the Angela, which I think you've been bluffing as well.
Shit. Fuck. Well, that's okay, because we could both say that there's an Isaac, providing our info lines up-ish.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you have any idea who anybody else is?
I know that Brooke is the Terry.
Brooke is the Terry. Sweet.
Yep. She asked Adam what he thought the sexiest fish was on the first night.
Excellent. Of course she did. Oh, Brooke.
I said,
Brooke,
why
you're a
didn't you
star.
ask the demon some questions about the game? And she was like, no, I need to find out about their personality.
How are you?
I'm good. It's afoot, I will say.
Something fishy?
Fishy.
Goodness me.
Something perhaps sex. Don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, you've answered some critical questions for me. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'm going to ask you this outright because of the stuff that was chatted about yesterday. Are you the Tempest?
What makes you ask that question?
Holly said there was pings on me and Dom, who are both of your neighbours. You don't have to say yes or no. That's the information that I've gleaned from that.
I will say, what I will say is I have put the Tempest into a 3 for 3.
Cool.
I'm happy to tell you that. I've shared with somebody.
Yeah, and I was checking if that was you. If it is, then I'll tell you, and only you, because something that I am the Sullivan. That is who I am. I've told nobody else that. I've lied to literally everyone else.
Okay, well, if I am the demon, I'm not going to nominate you.
That's fair.
Although I'm not particularly sus of anybody, I can tell you that I do trust Dom, and that is for more reasons than just the fact that they were killed in the night.
Cool.
You killed me, didn't you?
No,
Oh, I think you did.
I didn't kill you. No.
Right.
Why do you think I killed you?
Ah, so you're not. What you're saying is you're not the demon.
I'm not on the evil team. I'm a good boy.
Oh, very bold. Very bold.
Well, I don't know if it's that bold a claim in this game.
It's not what all my information suggests.
Oh, bollocky bastards! What's your information suggest?
Well, maybe
That I'm
you
a
should
bad
start,
boy, presumably.
Maybe you should start flapping those gums.
What do you mean flapping those gums?
Why are you good?
Do you want me to just tell you who I am?
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I'm the Angela.
Oh.
And on the very first night, I asked about a holly, and there was no holly in play. Hooray! Which is nice.
Great.
Which is why I'm telling you who I am. And then last night, I asked about a Ken, and I got between John and Dan. But one of them may be a Ken. Well, one of them is a Ken. That's the definite part of it. So yeah, I don't know if that alleviates your worries about me.
Yep, completely. My strategy is working so far, which is to publicly insinuate the demons made a terrible mistake by killing me, and then accusing everyone who has a private chat with me of killing me. And they just tell me who they are. Actually, Tom didn't. Tom refused to tell me, but he did sort of prove that he had. Well, he proved he knew who I was.
Yeah.
Which I'm now gonna. I haven't had a chance to properly work out. Probably look through the list and see what that might be. But yeah, I trust John. I think, and I trust you. I think I trust Tom. The only other people I told, insinuated my role to was Mara and Adam, and I gave them a clue that was I have a once per game ability.
Oh, so annoying.
Yeah. So Mara and Adam have a little question mark next to me. Holly was out to get me.
Yeah. Did she suggest nominating you yesterday?
She said, "Oh, I've heard something that suggests I've heard of a ping." And,
oh yeah.
All this bullshit, rumors and gossip, which sounds to me like someone trying to seed a bit of doubt. I think she might be a minion. You know,
I've heard through the grapevine or from myself. I'm not going to clarify which, but I think we should be safe from a holly unless I've been poisoned. But I don't trust that enough right now to. Okay. I might try it again. I might ask Ken if I can try it, or if the other person can try it again.
I mean, I will say on my list of trying to figure out one of them is the holly.
Okay.
And you're hoping to encourage, like, for instance, a Mara or a Dom to say, well, I'm not this, I'm this. I'm not evil, here's what I am. Yeah. Which is a good play. But I am also very wary of the holly.
Me too. I think I've got... I've heard of information that means there shouldn't be a holly in play unless this individual was poisoned.
Okay.
But I don't trust it enough. I would like to wait a little bit, knowing that and seeing what happens before we commit to that. Because once we've committed to it, if there's a holly in play, we're fucked. So we should be safe from a holly, from what I've heard, but I don't want to commit to that fully yet, basically.
Would you be interested in eating cake?
Yeah, I'd happily eat cake.
I'm just trying to game out how we can find ways to create circles of trust or whatever.
Yeah, do you think there's a Dan in play?
I do. I've heard a couple of people claim one, and I trust them. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think there is one in place. So I think it's a safe thing to do.
Okay.
But just to try and game out the board in a non-holly game.
Yeah.
Because I think the fear of the holly game is that you don't trust people. Do you know what I mean? You don't go out there and
this is the thing. It means we don't share any information.
It's the anchor of info that I'm looking for.
Oh, it's just us.
Let's start our own spin-off channel.
Yeah. What would we call it? And what would our board game part be? Because there's no rules barred. There's no holds board.
It could be Yo rolls hard. I don't know.
It'd have to be holds barred, right? Your holds barred. Your holds are barred.
It'll be a pirate-themed board game channel. Yo holds barred.
Yo holds barred.
Well, no, it'll be Yo holds ard. Yes. Will be the pirate channel. Yeah.
It's
Yo
probably still
hard.
Slightly wrestling related, just due to the no holds. Anyway.
And we just play exclusively pirate-themed board games. So we do like Feed the Kraken,
Pop-Up Pirate.
Pop-Up Pirate. We play a lot of Pop-Up Pirate. That'll be our breakaway hit.
Yeah.
People would love Pop-Up Pirate content. They go mad for it.
Do you want to do a 3 for 3, or do you want to?
Yeah, I'll do a 3 for 3 because I feel like we might just send ourselves down the garden path of some of these.
Yeah,
clues.
I don't. Yeah.
All right, my 3 for 3 is Tilly. Sullivan. Or Pete.
Do we do a different voice for Pete?
Yeah, he's. Everyone does an impression of him being from Newcastle.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. Because he works in Gregslake.
Yeah,
no.
we do that.
I really thought that.
I forgot about that.
Thought that clue might ping out with a few more people.
Great, that's so good. I forgot about the law, the Pete law.
The Pete law is that he's from Newcastle.
Once per game, choose a number. The demon chooses that many live players. You learn how many are evil. Okay, have you used your role, whichever one it is? Have you gathered information in any way?
My role has not come into play just yet, no.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll give you my 3.
Okay.
I'm either the Mara.
Yep.
The Dan.
Yeah.
Or the Luke.
Ooh, fun.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think you might have been Tilly picked last night.
Okay, let me read what that does. Okay.
So my understanding of the Tilly role is even if you are already an outsider, being picked by the Tilly can change what outsider you are.
Alrighty.
So if you become an outsider at dawn, that means you're not visited in the night by a storyteller to say, hey, you're now this.
Right.
So you may have switched outsiders to a different outsider if I'm right and you were Tilly picked.
Okay. I mean, I can tell you that my token hasn't changed, so...
Of course, it would change.
You got any more for me?
Yes, Brooke is Terry.
Yes, I've got Brooke as Terry.
Oh, yeah.
But that's all right.
You got anyone else?
No, not really yet. Dan's just said that there's a Dan in play. I think I've got more between Luke or Pete from... No, sorry, Luke or... What did she say? Tom or Luke from her first conversation. Yeah, also, Dan has asked me to eat cake.
Interesting. I think Dan gave me Dan as part of his 3 for 3. So
Okay.
Right.
It's whether I can get away with not eating cake or not.
I'm just amusing myself by the fact that I can mouse over Dom's death shroud and it moves up and down. So I was doing it while he was talking, so it looked like he was a little talking token. No one else can see that.
No one else can see. Just bad amusing himself.
Beware my vengeance.
Kind of looks like your moustache, Dom, in a way. It's a bit Hitlery, actually.
Wow, what a subject. Anyway, before John brings up Goering, nominations are open.
Jesus.
Now, to bring up Goering.
Who's the real Goering of this group?
Dan nominates Adam.
Ooh, Dan, tell us why you've nominated Adam.
Literally no reason, just to get the ball rolling. But also, I don't trust or distrust Adam at this point. I'm just trying to. We spent ages not nominating yesterday, and I want to get on with it.
Okay.
So I don't think we should go.
That was your idea, though. You did want to do that.
Huh?
You did want to do that yesterday.
Well, yeah, no, not. I mean, not killing. I still don't know about killing, but nominating is this.
I'm ghost voting this straight off the bat.
This through.
Please don't waste your ghost vote, Dom.
Who's with me? Come on, gang.
There we go.
Let's go over
Just from beyond the grave.
Just my hand through the soil, just rigid.
Adam's defense, please.
It not me.
Don't
do
you.
this. Fuck it. I would like to use my defense to eat cake.
Adam eats the cake.
Okay.
There you go. I might as well
yum.
use my defense for something. Don't kill me. I'm good.
5 is the number required.
I'm also going to eat some cake while we're at it.
I'm going to eat a
can't help
party
it.
ring. I've got a
I hope
party
that
ring.
Tom.
It's like a mini cake.
I hope
like a
that
mini
Tom
cake.
only ever eats cake after someone
Dom's
else.
a coward.
Holly, do you think?
It's polite. I'm being polite.
Do you feel that the party rings have a different flavour per colour?
No.
Because I do. I know they don't, but I feel it.
But you feel it.
It does feel like they do.
It's a placebo flavour.
Oh, dear.
What is the difference?
It's like why orange Smarties taste more orangey than regular Smarties, even though they all taste of orange.
On the topic of blood on the clock tower as opposed
Oh,
to
yes.
blood on the cake tower,
Very good.
does anybody have any sort of inkling into what demon and or minions we may be dealing with?
That would be a good thing to know.
No idea.
I don't know about the
do not
demons.
Neither do I about the demon.
Because we should have no outsiders, right?
Words.
And
Yeah.
so far, we seem to have no outsiders, which would seem to rule out.
I did hear of one in a 3 for 3.
Yeah, we had a claim.
Oh,
like,
shit,
I
you're
heard
right.
of Claim yesterday.
Yeah, there was a soft rosy claim going around.
Yeah.
Soft rosy
Soft
claim.
rose.
Not soft rosy.
Soft Rosie's the worst Rosie.
A nice biting rosy.
I've got no bones! I've got no bones! I've heard tell of
Rosie.
another outsider around the table.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah,
so we
I
could
I
have
think
a. We could
I
have
think
a,
there's a Ken. I think there's a Ken.
I think there's a Ken.
Can?
We could have a Dom, which would add 2 outsiders.
Hold on, a Ken is a minion, Dom.
That's what I'm saying. I've
Second
heard there's
call.
a Ken.
Oh, could register as an outsider.
The demon
Also,
can register as an outsider.
if
yes.
we have got a Dom and the demon isn't choosing kills, then the storytellers have really fucked them by killing me first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
You wanna-
Interesting.
Do you want to elaborate on such things, or do you want to just
I mean,
foreshadow?
Not yet. Not
Wait,
yet.
Yeah, before we do any of that kind of stuff, I want to say a couple of things that I've heard through the grapevine.
More rumours.
I've still heard of this evil ping between Dom and Mara. Again,
Put your
could be
bullshit
messed
filter on,
with,
guys.
Could be a lie. Dom is
I
dead.
thought it was Dom and Adam last time.
But
No, it's Dom and
well,
Mara. The other thing I've heard is that there might not be a Holly in play. I don't want to trust this immediately, but it's just something to keep in mind. That is the information that I've heard of.
You've talked to
So
Angela.
we should-
Bullshit around here.
We should take it with a pinch of salt.
But you're right here. Of course there's a Holly
there's
in
a Holly in
play.
play.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Comedy. Very good.
Final call.
I'll nominate
Someone
Holly.
nominate Holly.
Probably
She's
should
just spreading
kill.
shit.
I nominated Holly. I did.
Mara, tell us why you have nominated Holly.
First of all, Dom wants me to.
Sure, Mara.
And second of all, we need to. I think we need to start killing people because
Yeah.
otherwise we're just not going to kill any evil.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that Holly is evil, but I think this is an interesting nomination regardless.
This town's so shit at accusing people. I don't think they're guilty, but
I just don't feel like we have any information.
Well, we have
think we should
one
practice
bit,
trial.
which we'll
I'm
get to.
putting out information, and
Yeah.
part of the evil person, well, the evil ping in that
Let's-
information has nominated me. So
Yeah.
I'm
the
the bad
insistence that
kill.
the
define information.
At the
Yeah.
insistence of Dom, sure.
Yeah.
The other
part of that is
So,
information.
I totally get that we want to start killing. I am really not a good kill, and Mara is evil in my world. So yeah, don't do
It's
it.
like someone being prosecuted
Still
because
looking for
Holly's had a
5?
dream. That's the strength of this evidence.
I would say it's a bit stronger than that.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't mind being sus. I don't mind being. I know I'm not evil, so that's fine.
I can tell you what, I'm going to be the worst dead player. you've
0
ever
0.
I'm going to make such a
can't wait.
hostile work environment. Adam nominates Mara, please.
Adam, tell us why.
We don't seem to have a lot to go on other than we have evil pings on 2 players. So should we just kill the other evil ping, please?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say we don't have much in common.
We don't have much in common. Mara's from Scotland, I'm from England.
It's getting very personal. I don't know.
Really personal.
Mara has red hair. I have black hair.
I'm not the hugest fan of Red Velvet, and Mara seems to be the president of the fan club for some fucking reason.
We just can't seem to get along. It's just
It's never going to work.
This cake is tearing us apart.
This is ridiculous.
Anyway, look, we're not going to kill anyone else,
Mara's
probably.
defense.
So,
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay, 5 is the number required.
Right,
Okay.
let's do it.
You want to kill Maram? Okay.
That means it's not fine.
Should we make it beatable?
everything's
Yeah.
backwards. It's upside down world.
I think 5 is good.
not
She said
upside
it's
down
fine. It
day.
means it's
Okay.
not fine.
That means Adam and Mara are the same.
5 is enough.
Are they the same good or same bad?
I don't think I'm the worst kill at this point, especially if I'm sus, but you know.
I think this is fine to let this ride, it sounds like.
Also, this
I mean, there's
could
every
be
chance
very
that
funny.
this info.
Holly's killing off everyone she's accused.
No, I didn't accuse anybody day one, despite having an evil pig.
You did. You said there was some sus about me.
Did I actually put anybody up for nomination? I think there's a lot
Doma
of
hasn't
that.
taken that personally at all.
Excuse me, I'm dead.
We
I would
specifically
like to
didn't
say
nominate
I'm really,
Marco.
really sorry for coming out with the info that I've been given by the
It's a little bit
storytellers.
too late for
I would
that.
say
While you're
Dom
putting
and Holly
flowers
are
on my
both
fucking
chill
grave.
in terms of vengeance.
4.
So this should be fine.
Yeah,
3.
that is true.
2, 1. Mara is executed and dies. The game is over, and the good team has won.
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes!
What?
Yes! Yes!
Wait, really?
Wait, please.
What?
I so hoped that was the case.
What
Unreal.
the fuck? Oh,
He, he nominated me yesterday as well. I'm so happy.
Mara nailed it by convincing Holly to spread all that bullshit. That was incredible.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
holy shit, you were Sullivan.
Myra Sullivan.
Oh,
That's why I don't mind
you
sus being on me.
Oh, you fucking
You
smashed that.
it.
Wait, does that mean Holly was the? Oh wait, who was the demon?
Me.
Let's find out, shall we?
Ah.
Oh shit!
Unreal.
Let's do a roll.
Absolutely incredible. Well done.
Well, whoopsie.
Oopsie, oopsie.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
Mara, nerves of steel.
Oh my god.
Mara, you fucking smashed that.
I-
Absolutely
Holy
smashed it.
shit.
Holy shit on a stick. Oh my
So-
god.
Also, Adam, you wasted your kill on me. Let me tell you.
Let's do the grimoire reveal. We will begin with Tom, who drew Tom. Amazingly.
Yeah, someone got that.
Incredible.
Absolutely wild.
Incredible.
So Tom had an idea for an ability which he gave us on day one, and the ability was essentially the cannibal's ability with extra bits. So it was, but instead of someone being executed during the day, it was if the first person to die at night, Tom gains their ability. However, if Tom is the first person to die at night, somebody else gains Tom's ability. That was the ability. We gave it to him in full, and the balancing mechanic that we were going to give was that either every time the Tom jumped, somebody turned evil, or every time the Tom jumped, one of the minions gained the ability of the poisoner on top of their ability. But we never actually got to see that. The only ability that Tom got was Dom, who was the Tilly. So Dom died, and Tom gained Dom's ability. And Tilly's ability is that you'll choose someone at night, and if that person's not the demon, they become an outsider instead. Tom's reasoning was, I'm going to choose Tempest because I suspect that he's already an outsider, and he was correct. Tempest was in fact the John Gracie. So we chose not to change Tempest to anything else. Speaking of John Gracie's,
Yeah, okay, Ben, before you reveal this, oh god, because I don't know if I've won this game or not.
you have in fact won this game because
Yes!
John was one of the 2 blind players added in by the Adam. He got Tempest ability.
Oh.
So on
Me
night
and Tempest
one,
had the wildest conversation.
on night one, John's Tempest information went left from him, and he learned that Holly woke. And then on the second night, John's Tempest information went left again to Tempest. So we told him they are John Gracie.
What did you tell me, Ben? You absolute
I
bastard.
said they are John Gracie, which could have been either Tempest as John Gracie or John Gracie.
Oh, it was so confusing.
Oh,
That's great.
Sat
That's a
between them,
brilliant clue.
yeah.
oh, it's so good.
Sat between them was Holly, the blind Holly. Honestly, you cannot assign tokens on this without a fabled
knew
character
it.
popping up saying that you'd done it. So this all happened randomly, and there's more to come. Holly gained the Holly ability. So obviously she was collecting information. I believe the evil team informed her that they were on their team. Our other minion was Sullivan, the lorry. We never got to see that come to fruition.
Everyone.
Mara. So speaking of Sullivans, Mara was Sullivan, and obviously that's why the good team won. Dan again. Dan was Dan. And Dan, of course, learned on night 2 that Brooke, who had eaten cake, was in fact the Terry. Who could ask the demon questions.
It was
Yeah.
Brooke's first question was, what is the sexiest fish?
Bloody hell.
Honestly, that killed me.
A good question, I think we can all agree. To which Adam responded, I would say that the sexiest fish is the cod, because everyone wants a taste, so much so that they are dangerously over-farmed. And Brooke, probing for who might be the demon on day 2, had a conversation with Adam, where she was going like, things a little bit fishy are happening right now.
Are you feeling sexy? Are you feeling fishy? I was like, okay,
never
hello,
give it
Terry.
away. He has no idea.
Yeah. After that conversation, Adam grabbed me for a chat and was like, so Brooke is the Terry.
If you want to know, the second question was, who from any fictional / real universe or history would you want to be your minion in this game? And Adam's response was, Daddy Ben's much more calm brother, it must be Daddy Zen. And that, of course, leaves Adam, the Adam.
What?
Yeah.
What? Half of this circle
I know.
is just
Crazy,
themselves.
Don't know how it happened.
Bad.
4 out of 10
Lord.
players.
Well, bollocks.
No, but so nice to see a Sullivan go off. I've never seen that before.
I was so
amazing.
not hoping for a like a early end though. I was like, there's so much been set up.
Yeah, it was looking like a really, it was going to be a really
Juicy.
great game. It was a great game.
Yeah.
Because
So,
Yeah.
I would apologise, but that's
No,
literally my
well done,
ability.
Amazing,
don't
yeah.
you apologise?
Mark
Sorry,
crushed
you
it.
fucking smashed
It was
it.
a complete and utter evil capitulation. Like to like between Holly and Adam to have gone for Mara is so interesting.
So
Yeah.
crazy, yeah.
I was going to kill you in the night, Dan, because I've worked out you were the Dan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had
That
everybody
would've
on
been
the
so-
script as
yeah.
well, apart from I had Mara down as Luke, Tom I had nothing for, and Tempest I had nothing for, but I would have probably gone for John Gracie.
Let's can we just review everyone I've nominated and voted for? I think I was right. I think Dom was
Broken
right.
clocks, Tom.
I've got 2 fucking t-shirts with it on, Holly. Do you want me to put them both on right now? 'Cause I will.
If you want to, you put whatever you want on.
Off
Tom.
your pop.
I never take it off, mate.
Well, how do we feel about because it was a slightly earlier end than we were expecting. How do people feel about doing another KEN-R.B next month? How about that?
I'd love to do another KEN-R.B.
KEN-R.B?
I love
I'd
the
love to
script
do that.
so
Only
much.
KEN-R.B from now. We don't play any other game.
Just purely-
Oh, so meta.
I'll tell you what, Ken. This script is brilliant. It is
It's
so
so good.
intricate and interesting, and yeah, I love this script. It's great.
Yeah. I feel like we're just scratching the surface of how
Oh, yeah.
all the cool stuff we can do with it.
There's some
Exactly.
crazy stuff in
Brilliant.
the script. That's the first time I've seen the Sullivan win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All it took was a nomination happy demon.
I just didn't
Honestly,
realize, like, because
Yeah.
I remember speaking to Holly and she was like, well, I've got Mara down to either Tom or Luke, and I was just like, oh, okay. But I should have either way, I should have just waited for my minions to do.
We also
to do
had
that
a whole
business.
conversation about Sullivan, you and I, Adam, where you were like, yeah, it would be a bad idea, and then go and do it.
Whoopsie.
And I was just about to nominate Mara myself.
Oh.
It almost went on the block day 1 as well. It got to
Yeah.
4. I was like, please don't let this be a day 1.
I was keeping track of who had nominated me, so when Adam nominated me again, I was like, this could go very fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god, amazing.
It's such a fun script, though. I really love
Yeah.
playing this script.
Not knowing if you're good or evil is so hard as a blind player, and I'm just like,
I look
don't know
forward
how to
to-
play this.
I really wanted to, like, in a future day, just come up to you and activate you and just see what happened, because I knew that I had a lorry on the script. So I was just like, oh, I can die. That's fine. John might out me, but I just wanted to have that little chat with you. But
Oh my god!
I would have absolutely folded like a house of cards if you come to me.
Adam,
I was
you
just on the edge either way.
You eating cake made me go, maybe Adam's not the demon, because I was thinking you were the demon on day one, but then when you ate cake, I was like, maybe not.
I was just going to try and off Dan in the night because I think I'd worked it out. But
well, because I'd gone to Holly and was like, not being subtle about suggesting you eat cake.
Yeah.
Because at that point,
and then I
was
went
like,
straight to Adam. I went straight to Adam after that and was like, Dan wants me to eat cake. I think Dan's Dan. I don't want to eat cake because Dan will find out what I am, and I don't want. What I am.
So I jumped on that cake grenade.
Don't want to eat. Yeah, you were like cake.
What a riveting end to the town habited by only members of No Rolls Barred, and it ended the only way it could, a showdown between Adam and Sullivan. Remain on board!
Remain on board!